Hey guys, it's Veronica. Owl Moon had mentioned that she would like to see this journal because I told her it had her favorite deck, the deck of the vampires, in it, and it's the one I didn't show. So hey, if she has to see a journal, she's gonna see it. This is the front. Just put a few of my Nicoletta decks. As with almost all my journals, I have me and my best friend, B&B. At the front of the deck, I put the backs that I use. These are the decks I use: Terror of the Vampires, Steampunk, Housewives, and Zombie. I did not put the back of Infinite Visions. This is a great deck. These are images that were scanned that don't have the titles, but I do have her deck. And it's beautiful. Gloria, I can't remember, but if you Google Infinite Visions, you'll find it. It's just a gorgeous deck. But instead of putting the back, she had 2 extra cards. And so I put the backs of the cards on the front and the back of the journal. This is, not only did she have a magician, she has a dark magician, and that's him. Ooh. And then her, God, this book is heavy. Then her high priestess, she has a high priestess, and there's a dark high priestess, and that is her. So I added them, and I didn't put the back of the Nicoletta because I liked showing those 2 extra cards. And this one I just put a bigger print of the Empress. I love the Empress in the Terror of the Vampires. It's just such a beautiful card. So I didn't show it in my video because this is my favorite one, and I didn't want to just rush through it, because look at the mixture of the cards together. It's just amazing. There you've got your vampires and your steampunk. Infinite Visions is just a beautiful art deck, has older art, and then you've got your Housewives and Zombie and the Nicoletta. To me, this is just like a perfect mix. So looking through this book is basically a comparison and flip through of 6 complete decks. That Fool from the Zombie Tarot cracks me up. There's something on each page that either just takes my breath away with its beauty, or its insight, or it's funny. There's the Magician page. And see, now that's her regular magician, and then her high priestess. And then I showed you the dark one. I love these decks. Like every single one of them. Just, here's the Empress page. I love that Empress. And of course, you know I love that one. I put that one at the front. I did have to work. I had to change the deck because I did have, what a great Emperor card. I had 2 other decks in the middle. So there's going to be some pages where like the Infinite Visions hardly fits, or you see where something else was there. I had Lisa Chow. It was a Lisa Chow Oracle. Copies of, I've got the deck, I just made copies of it, but it just didn't fit. And then I had my mother piece, which I love, but the 2 of those were just so off. So I took those out and I replaced them with the Infinite Visions and the Nicoletta. So the Hierophant. Love it. And here's the Lovers. Oh, how I love all these Lovers cards. This one's cool because the Infinite Visions, it shows choice. It shows actually going 2 different ways, or maybe she did both, you know, but I think that's a very interesting Lovers card. And Chariot. And for once, I actually put Strength where it was supposed to be. Everyone had it at 8, so I put it at 8. I love that Strength card. Ah, and here's the Hermit. And there's my World page. And Justice. Love that Justice. Justice card. Look at the Housewives. That's awesome. Oh, we had just talked about in a comment about on my majors on majors, the Justice landing on the Judgment, and it kind of took me by surprise when that happened. Here's my Hangman Page. And Death. Just gorgeous. Temperance. I think this and the Vampyres are my favorite Temperance on the page, but I do like steampunks too. And the Devil, oh, this Devil page is so awesome. Look at the Housewives and the Zombie. I actually remember cigarette machines being everywhere like that when I was younger, which is crazy. There's my Tower. And my beautiful stars. That is one of my favorite moons. And the Infinite Visions moon is unbelievable. That's a gorgeous page. This, on the other hand, none of my decks let me down. I do not like babies on the Sun card. Look at the Vampire, what the Sun card is. Except for, as you can see, not only is it a baby, that just freaks me out. That is the only card in this whole deck that I do not like. But all the rest of the suns, I'm like, yeah, that's the way to show the sun. And there's our Judgment card. Look at that Judgment card. Ugh. In the world. Did I call that when I was back there? Because I saw that. If I said world, I may have said world when I meant wheel. Of course it's wheel and obvious in all of them. I might not have said that, but something tells me I may have messed that up. I don't go back and edit these videos, as you can tell. There's all my cups. Love it. And such great Two of Cups. All of them. Now the Three of Cups. This is one of my favorite cards. It's my girlfriend's card. I always pay attention to it. That's kind of sexy. This one in the Steampunk. Where's my... Let me get out Old Faithful here. Cups. Let's go to Cups. Because I don't want to screw up the quote. I love how there was a quote for each of the cards. So there's my Three of Cups in the Steampunk. So these three women walk into a bar, a researcher, an aviatrix, and a fortune teller. Isn't that amazing for that card? And that's me and my girlfriends. We're all so different, but so alike. And that's not just, you know, that's different than the Four of Wands. This is your inner circle. This is just like getting together with your crew. And then there's the Four of Cups. The Enoi card. Beautiful Five of Cups. Oh. Okay, hopefully this is showing the cards well. I'm not just making people dizzy. Six of Cups. I just love that page. There's my Seven. I'm always drawn to the top two. I love them. It's such a dichotomy between the decks. Now this one, the Eight of Cups. Those. The Nine of Cups, the Wish card. Here's our Ten of Cups. I'm sorry, I just can't help laughing at the Housewives and Zombie. And there's our page. Knight. The Queen. Love these queens. And in the cosmic, you'll see that, in the infinite visions, you'll see that the king and queens kind of match up. They're dressed the same, you know, and have the same background. They're really, the kings and queens are really beautiful. Oh, look at that King of Cups. It's really beautiful in this deck. And now we're in the swords. Two of Swords. Love both of those Two of Swords. And the Infinite Visions is pretty. There's our 3. There's the 4 of Swords. 5. 6 of Swords is always one of my favorite cards to look at too. And I really do like that page. And the 7 of Swords. How great are those? Probably the card that I dread seeing the most out of all the cards in the deck. And then there's the 9. Here's our 10 of Swords. There's a Knight of Swords. This is the Page of Swords. Gets me confused. That one, again, is like not my favorite in the deck, but... And here's the Knight of Swords. This is the dude that in real life I usually have a problem with. That personality type the most. And the Queen of Swords. Oh, I love her. I love her. You don't want to mess with the Queen of Swords. I was just thinking about the queens and how when you cross them, like my 3 best friends, it's 2 groups of 2, it's 2 best friends, 2 pairs of best friends, and the 4 of us have just been great friends forever, and we're each one of the queens, and like in mine, like the Queen of Cups, she'll just disappear on you if you're lucky. If not, she'll fuck with your head first and then she'll disappear. And the Queen of Swords will just decimate you with words. I like that quote, well, I thought this was going to be a battle of wits, but I see that you're unarmed. That's when I think of her. And they're great people, but when you cross them, hoo hoo hoo. And then there's the king. And see, there's in the Infinite Visions, the king and the queen together. And oh, my love letters for the King of Swords and Nicoletta. I just love that. And now we're in the Wands. There's the Ace of Wands. And 2 of Wands. I like the 3 of Wands. And that's one of my favorite 3 of Wands. I love that 3 of Wands. Same way with that. See why I love this journal so much? It's just got so much packed into every card. It shows different aspects of each card, from the macabre to the hilarious. Georgina tames the dragon. And 6. I love these 6s of Wands. And the 7 of Wands. And I showed in the video talking about Nicoletta the difference between the 5, Georgina tames the dragon, and the 7, where it's captivity, where, I mean, you've got a battle on your hands with the 7. And the 8, look at that 8. Oh. And here's the 9. 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Here's the Page of Wands, which is lovely. The Knight of Wands, who always cracks me up. And here's the Queen of Wands, who is my best friend. And out of the 4 of us, like, the Queen of Wands, this personality type, ISFJ, the nurturer, the protector, like, sometimes I would get so upset. She's gotten so much better, but people would take advantage of her because, and a lot of this personality types, a lot of these become nurses. because she hates letting people down or saying no. And I would get so mad when people take advantage of her. But I tell you what, out of all the queens, when you cross them, like the Queen of Swords will decimate you, the Queen of Cups will just like leave you forever. This one will be the one that will burn your shit in your front yard and key your car, slash your tires. I mean, you do not want to really fuck with the Queen of Wands and get on her bad side, because she can be the one that just out crazies them all. And B, if you're watching, you know it's the truth. And the King of Wands. Love the King of Wands. There's our Contrary Mary. Oh, and I didn't show. There's the Infinite Visions. King and Queen of Wands together. And so now we're in the Pentacles. There's our Aces. And that is one of my favorite Ace of Pentacles ever. It's just so gorgeous. The 2. There's our 3. And the 4 of Pentacles. Skipped a page. And here is our 5. Wow. Okay, the 6. Housewives always makes me laugh. Love those. And 7. Look at these 7s. Wait. Yeah, 7s. I got them mixed up. That's supposed to be an 8. Look at that. Charlotte is over with the 8s, and Serendipity is with the 7s. Ruh-roh. Gonna have to fix that. So, there's our 7s in Charlotte. And there's our 8s, which I love the 8 of Pentacles, but Serendipity and Charlotte are in the wrong place. And that brings us to the 9. Always a lovely card. Love the 9 of Pentacles. And our 10. Here's our Page of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, which happens to be my favorite knight. The Queen of Pentacles. Love every one of those queens. And here's the King of Pentacles. And there's our release. So, and to show the Infinite Visions. So that is my biggest and most favorite journal, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, see you.